right, guys. Good afternoon. And we're going to be talking about micro futures. Let's see if we're getting on here. Okay. Yep. People coming in. Very good. Okay. Let's see here. Hey, good morning. All right. So we're going to get started here right now. And just wanted to see where you guys were from. Anybody in the US, I'm assuming, out there? South Florida. Hey, born and raised up there. Edmonton, great. Atlanta, Austin, Houston. I spent some time in Houston as well. With Georgia, nice. Atlanta, probably. Maryland. Chicago, excellent. All right, New Jersey. Anybody outside the US? New York City, West Miami. Cool. Anybody outside? Toronto, awesome. Canada. Edmonton, excellent. Costa Rica, excellent too. Nice. South New Jersey. Okay. All right, great. Okay, guys. So this is a webinar about micro futures. Okay, and those are really, really great instruments to start trading in a small, in a small amount, and it's a great way to learn over time. Okay. So micro futures came out about, I don't know, about 4 years ago, something like that, and it really made a big change in people's trading. So you don't have to go, you don't have to do big trades for a long, long time. Okay. All right. So anyway, that's what we're going to be doing here. So let's talk about what can you expect. I'm going to be showing you how to make consistent returns monthly based on margin capital at risk using micro futures. Okay. And what are you going to learn? Number one, what exactly are micro futures? Number two, how to enter and exit your trades. How much capital you need to trade micro futures. When to scale or use swing trades, how to accurately, effectively identify bottoms and tops, and how many contracts you should trade, and how to manage multiple contracts as well. Okay. All right. So stay with me till the end. I'm going to have a special bonus for you guys, and I think you'll like it. And so let's get going here. And first of all, I'd like to know why you're here. Okay. So I'm going to give you three placeholders here, right? To see how many of you are interested. And number one is you are interested in learning new strategies that'll take your trading performance to the next level, and you can finally leave that 7 or 9 to 5 career behind. Number two is you've seen, heard about, read about others making money trading, and you know that you can do it too, but you're just not seeing your account grow fast enough based on your goals. And number three, you've tried different trading strategies that you thought, okay, this is it, only to discover that you're just not getting to the place of consistent results. Okay. All right. So with that, let me know 1, 2, or 3, right? All of them. Interested in learning new strategies. Number two, desire to see your account grow and number three, find the right strategy that provides consistent results. All right. So let me show hands. Okay, great. Awesome. 3, 3, 3, 2, 3. Excellent. 1 and 3. Okay. 1 and 3. All 3. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. I think you're in the right place. All right. I was there for a long time too. All right, this is my family. I'm a regular guy. My kids on the left-hand side here, and then my parents, an MBA program that I did a long time ago. All right. So one of the things that we need to talk about is mindset. Okay, so let's imagine what it would feel like if you if most of your trades were winners month after month, and it would be confirmed by watching the size of your account grow. Number two is becoming a trader that no longer takes large losses, but consistently trades according to a proven trade plan that is profitable over time, allowing you to grow your account. All right, so those are goals, I think, for all of us as traders, and hopefully with the right mindset and the right trade plan and and the right processes that you have, right, you can make it. Okay, and you can certainly do it. Okay. All right, so let's talk about profitability factors, and it's really basically one for futures, okay, because it's a single instrument that you you either go short or you go long, and that's how you make money with these. All right, so basically you want to position yourself to cause the premium. If you enter the trade, the market, I'm sorry. So this is a directional trade, okay? So that's really the market direction, and you want to see that price increase either up or down, and that's how you make money, okay? All right, so now let's talk about risk management. So number one is always trade with a plan, okay? Number two, determine max loss and determine max loss and risk reward before entering any trade. Trade no more than 20% capital in your trading account. Don't trade more than 2% loss, and a lot of people use 1%, okay? And for highly trending markets, position your trades to follow that trend, and that's really the goal, okay? All right. So you also want to size your trades to ensure that emotions are not part of the decision-making process when you trade. So I always say trade small and trade often, okay? Okay, so let's talk about pre-market routines. Review areas of support and resistance, and we'll definitely be talking about that today. Review the dollar and because that could affect the way that the market moves, along with 10-year notes or instruments that use positions for interest. Okay, and then review how futures are trending, right, and that's really important. In trading micro futures or futures. Review the VIX level, which really is part of getting it right in terms of leverage. Okay, and if the market is it's volatile, it's a great time to trade, right? As long as you're on the right side of the trade. Okay. All right. So let's go on here. Credit spread's not there. Okay. So let's talk exactly about what futures are. Okay. And I'm going to share with you MES and MEQ because those are the two instruments that I use for trading. And typically, brokerage have margin requirements, in this case 1200 and 1760 per contract. However, if you trade with Tradevate, and I think Tradevate actually went down to 50, right? You can day trade. You can day trade micro futures, and it's either $50 or $100. I can't remember. And basically you have to get out of the trade, or else you go back into the contract, right? The dollar, the overnight contract, and so It's a great trading. It's a great day trading instrument to use. All right. Okay. And just let you know, I'm going to be answering all the questions that you have. Okay. So stick with me to the end here, and I'll answer all of your questions. All right, as we get through this. All right. So this setup for longer term swing trades, right, are entered for typically for a long position. I like trading mostly with the trend, and most of the time that the trend is moving higher. Okay, but you obviously can trade short positions and take those trades as well. Okay, but I like trading long positions. Okay. All right, there is a identifiable pattern. It's called the ABCD pattern. Okay, where you work with a pullback or a fib retracement, and it falls into these Fibonacci support and resistance areas. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about that. All right. So I love using ABCD pattern because it works. It really does work. All right. And so this is an example of one. Okay. This fib is going from bottom to top, right? And once that retracement happens, right, you basically look at the bottom and look at the top, and then after that, then there are that what comes now is a position now that the market, after it goes up, it'll go down, right? And then you'll have that area in this part here, right? So the fib positions are 23.6, 38.2, 50, 61.8, 78.6, and 100. Okay, typically of these, right? And some of these go higher, but this is the area that I like to use. Okay, for trading. So now, and this is why it's called an ABC pattern. So it's A here, B here, C here, and then after that it's D, right? And so a lot of times the D can go to 100 or 125. So you want to get in this area right here. Okay. All right. So one contract is advisable for trading. If you have a little more capital, it's better to use that. You place two positions first, and then let that first let that position go a while, right? And then take it off, and that way you have an entry that's profitable already, and then you can manage it better. Okay, so it's a great way to do that, so that you'll always at least make some profit at the beginning, and if it goes against you right away, you take it off. Okay. All right. And a lot of traders use that methodology. Okay, and actually a lot of them use 1, 2, or 3 positions to do that. But starting out with position, it's best to do it with 2 positions first, and then once you get profitable, take it off, and then if it goes back against you, you really don't have a big loss at all. All right, so when entering, I like to enter right around the 23.6 position, the retracement. It's a little bit riskier, but if you want to be a little bit more sound, you go above the 23.6, and that's when you put on the position. Okay, and I'll share some images here for how we do that. All right, so after entering the trade, the initial stop loss is at that support level of the A leg. Okay, so you put a stop loss on the A leg, and that's considered to be wide and to prevent large losses. Okay. All right. So the initial wide stop, if there's an initial wide stop broken, you can you can basically stop out of it, wait for the position to come back, and then try it again. Okay. So and I'll show you some very specific examples on how to do that. All right. So we talked about the ABCD pattern and where to get in, right around this area here. and that's how you start that trade. Okay, so let's talk about trade exit now. Okay, all right. So a profit target is established by using the fib extension. Okay, and again, I always like using the retracement here. And you want to achieve the 125, okay? And typically you can get out at 100, but that's how that ABCD pattern works. Okay. So again, I'll answer all the questions right as soon as we get done here, and I promise I'll be able to answer your questions. Okay. All right. So now we got this A B C pattern, right, that we just had. And so this is where, again, this is where you get in, right? And typically you want to position your trade to get in here, and the stop loss would be the A position, right? As I mentioned before. So you'll get a small loss. And that's what that's what you want to be as you want to trade, and you want to always have small losses, okay, when you trade. All right. So now let's see here. Okay. So this is another way besides the ABCD pattern. Okay. It's called an initial balance position, and so what that means is that the range, right? The initial balance is the high part and the low part within the first hour of trade. Okay, a lot of traders use this. Okay, so you trade this position in that area, right? And then you can identify where you have shorts and longs. All right, and so so let me see. So we went back here, and this was. Let's see, this was the this was, I'm looking for the, is it 5 or 1? I can't remember. Anyway, it's okay. All right, so this was the initial balance, right, at the beginning of the trading period, and you can see here at 10:30 is where really it stopped here. Okay. Okay, then we go here. Now this is where, so this is the 5-minute position here, and at the beginning here we were at to 10:30, right? And so you can see here that the market went higher, and it consolidated around this area, had a break, but it was a false breakout, and the market, started to go down, and that would be a great position to go short, okay, in that area. Now you could take a break here, and you can see here that it went up and then it went back down, and that's where you want to close out that trade, right? Because it's a false breakout, and it happened here, and then after that, this was actually a short, and then you could get short here, and then close your position here for a gain. All right, so that's one way to trade this. All right. Okay, so now let's talk about finding a bottom. Okay, tops are a little bit harder to identify, but bottoms are pretty good. Okay, so this is how you would want to position your trade for a long position. Okay. So now what happened, right? So the market went up and then it actually went down and it took out that position, right? So now you have a test and a fail, right? Okay, so you're waiting for that setup to be perfect. Okay, well, not perfect, but very close to a high probability trade. Okay, so now you have another bottom, and that's, you don't want to enter that position at that point. Okay, so the market went up, it went back down, it tested again, and it failed again, right? So the market here, you got a bottom here now. The market went up again, and it went back down, and it failed again, right? So now you have this position, and you can see here that the market went up and it went down, but it didn't go all the way down to have that failure, right? So now let's go. So we have that bottom now. Test reversal. So now we have a test here because it didn't hit another bottom, and now the market is starting to go up. Let's see what happened here. Okay, so now this is where you want to enter that trade, which is right around here. Okay, that's where you want to enter the trade, and then your stop loss would be in this area here. Okay, all right. So I'm sharing a tool here, another tool here, right? That I like to use. It's called divergence, right? And so what happened as the market was moving down, right? You could see here that there was a movement up, okay, in there, and so that's called divergence, right? And that just gives you additional security of a setup, right? That that allows you to enter that trade more confidently. Okay. All right. So now we have this trade, and you can see here that the market went down, the market went up, the market went down, and then you get this nice big spike up, right? And that's where the big traders are. That's where they want to be, and typically it goes up after that. Okay. But again, you always have stops to manage these things. All right. So now we're going to look at, we have higher lows as the market went up, and then we had higher highs, right? So that's where it went up. And then you can see here now, then after that, the market, stair step down basically. And so you can see the progressions here. So you want to, in this case here, you want to get in here and you want to get out around here, because now there's no escalation here of this market moving higher, right? It's actually starting to move down, and that's where you would get out of this position. Again, these are lower highs as they go down there. Okay. All right. So now here is another example of an ABCD pattern. All right. A little bit different than what it was before, but it's still an ABCD pattern. So A plus B plus C equals D, right? So so typically I like to, if the market is moving down here, I like to get in here, have a stop here, and allow this market to go down. And this is the ABCD pattern. So A plus B equals C plus D, and that's where you want to get out of this trade. So a lot of traders actually wait for the ABCD pattern moving down, and then they get in and go long. All right. So it's another way to position that trade as well. So these are normal patterns that traders use over and over and over again. Okay, and typically, I mean, they work really well. Okay, so this one here is a little bit different. Okay, you see the market moving up and went back down, and then you have this position here that goes up and it goes down, and then it starts moving up again. Okay, so in this case here, I don't like to trade these because the amount of stop, right, is really high. So it's, you know, it takes it would have to take the market way down in order for you to stop. So I really don't like I don't like trading this far away from the market, but it's still a way to do it. Okay, so here in this case here, the market started moving up, and again, a normal stop would be here, but I would have put my stop around here. Okay, so I won't have a large loss. Okay, all right, so let's see here. So here's the A, there's the B, there's the C, and now where does it go? To D, right? So in this case here, it went up to D, which is 100. Okay, so it's A plus B, C plus D. Okay, and that's really where you want to be when you're trading that long position there. Okay, all right. So I'm going to give you a performance, right? And it's not new because we're still working on getting the performance done, and we're actually very close to getting that done. and most of the people who are watching this, we're going to be watching this video, are going to be seeing the positions. But you know, right now, so this is a 2023 performance, okay, for our trades, and this is SPX 0 DTE, 7 DTE monthly, and this was the 2023 performance, and this is very typical of what we do every year. Okay, so micro futures, in this case here, we had 15 trades, 8 wins, 7 losses, $152, and during that position here, it was $854. Okay, and then we have some we have another trader here that trades these as well, and these are micro futures also. Okay, let's see, premium trades. No, these are Ike's is another trader that we have, and these are trades that were done in July of 2023. Okay. Okay, so the question is, would you like to follow our trades while you learn using our short-term strategies, you know, that what we do with micro futures, and you could be a consistently profitable trader? Well, of course. Okay, so remember, we talked about interested in learning new strategies, desire to see your account grow, and find the right strategy that provides a consistent results. And this is the way to go, guys. Okay, and trading these with a plan, right? And you know, you can choose what you want to do, you know, in those positioning ABC patterns or IBL patterns, but they typically work. Okay, now again, there's always losses, you know, as you know, right? But if you trade with these types of positioning, the probability is that you're going to make money. Okay, and you have to be a disciplined player. I'm sorry, a disciplined trader. All right, so the question is it time to break the barriers? Okay, Will you keep doing what you're doing and hope that one day something will stick, or are you going to finally take the steps that you'll take that you will take and want it to be, and how it works? Okay, so it's a no quit attitude, commitment, discipline, and having an edge, right? And multiple edges, all right? And so that's what allows you to be successful. So these trade alerts we manage them automatically. Basically, once we put in the signal, it comes in, and I'll share a little bit of how it looks like. Okay, but that's really how we trade these, right? So a lot of our trades are automated based on the traders that we use. A lot of those come out of my account and Ike's account, and this is basically how we trade. All right, so we have two-way communication here, right? So and I always say, it's best to learn, while you earn. Okay, and we have traders that trade for a living in our in our trade alert service. Okay, and they're very, very helpful, and they teach you how to manage trades and how to position trades, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, now the other side is we have trade alerts, right? These are very, very specific, and it's one-way communication, so you have a clear understanding of what you're getting into. Okay, what positions they are, and they're very, very clear. Okay, very and basically we don't make mistakes with these because it's coming out of our account directly. All right, so we have great trader success stories that we use. You can read those along the way, and another thing is that we have a guarantee, right? And so if you subscribe to our trade alert service and subscribe for 1 month to lose money by following my trades, I will refund your subscription by 125%. Okay, so that's really a promise that we have, and because it works very well, we have not given people back their money. Okay, so because it just works. Okay, all right. So we have several subscriptions. We have a free one that you can join, and you'll be able to go join. If you go into our wait list, and I do want to say that our wait list, we have a wait list that opens and closes every 3 months. And the reason we do that is because we have, before, people would just kind of straggle in, and we'd have to repeat all the things that we do in the trade alert service. But now what we do is and we've been doing this for 5 years. We open the service for 2 weeks. Everybody comes in at the same time. We answer all the questions that you guys have, and then we close it again. All right. So the different subscriptions that we have are the Swing Trader, which is $59 a month, Day Trader $99 a month, and the Full-Time Trader, which is $129 a month, and then we have the Pro Trader. Okay. Now, Swing Trader is mostly monthly positions, so it's monthly credit spreads. The Day Trader is 0 DTE, 7 DTE, premium trades. And then we have the Full-Time Trader. We do futures on as well, options on futures and futures. And then the Pro Trader is basically SPX trades that are naked. And Michael does a really, really good job with these positions. And so his track record is amazing. I basically never seen a better trader in my life, and that's why it's a $199 plan. However, it really produces. It really does produce. Okay. All right. So I want to share the offer to you. 1 second here, and then I'll answer your questions. Let me get it. Okay, and we publish. All right, you should be able to see it. Okay, so real quick, before I answer your questions here, if this is for you, if you want to learn a step-by-step process to gain income in the market while it goes up and down, okay? You want to finally break the series of losses and account drains, and you want to earn income that sets you apart from other traders. This is it, okay? So what you have access to as of today, right? We'll give you $20 off for life if you subscribe to our waitlist. You do not have to pay for it. If you join, basically you'll get an email telling you that you joined the waitlist, and you will be in the next opening that we have. All right. We have a professional traders group and subscriber trade group. We have training and education channel filled with great content, automated signals, and trade entry and fill price and adjustments as well, and a price target for price target after the fill, and my guarantee that you will make money. All right, it's a winning strategy. All right, guys. So with that, let's get your questions. All right, what is the time frame on that chart? Okay, so the time frame I use is 1 minute and 5 minute on that chart. If I'm doing longer trades, I use an hour. However, I don't use that very much. Okay, let me see. Okay, so this is recorded. You can definitely watch it. The replay will be I think tomorrow. Let's see. Can you share trade tracker for 24-25? I don't have it yet, but we are getting everything together for the P&L, and it's taken us 2 years to get this done. But we're there. Okay, so you'll be able to see the performance in a few days. All right. Am I sitting in a computer all day? Yes, I do. However, because I trade a lot of different things, okay, and this is what I do. But I can tell you this, Michael, who does the 199 trade, the 199 subscription, a lot of times he'll go in and out in 5 minutes and make $5,000. I mean, no kidding. All right. And he does this a lot. So we got that, and let's see what else. I had a trial subscription of a week. Yeah, sometimes we do have openings for trial members, but they're not that often. So I promise you, when we do it, we'll send an email and get you in. All right, I'm already on the wait list and have access to free alerts. Excellent. Will I get the $20 discount? Yeah. So the dollar. Once you get on the wait list, you already have the discount. Okay. So those prices that I gave you were the discounted price. There isn't a specific futures subscription, but it's packaged in to the 129 plan. Okay. Any other questions? Let's see here. anything else? Okay. All right, guys. Well, that ends the webinar. Hopefully, you have had good experience, and hopefully you've had some value from what we did. And oh, one more thing here. Let's see. Yes, you can downgrade and upgrade anytime, and we do have annual plans as well. All right. Okay, guys. So thanks. I appreciate your time, and hopefully, if you have any questions at all after the webinar, you can email me at any time. All right. All right, guys. Thanks, and have a great, awesome day. Appreciate it.